Hello, everybody. I was about to say in my head, hello, Dr. Nick, but we're back with another Sip and Chill. I'm X-Ray Girl, and this is Tugs, and we're here to talk about some very interesting, very exciting, well, okay, I might be embellishing, but mostly just clown world stuff, I guess, is a good way to put it. And it makes me sad for humankind on both sides. It's not just, one group of people, not the feminists, not the red pillars.
Everybody's losing their minds. It's fine.
Yeah, not liberals versus conservatives. It's just all of them. They all suck. But before we get started, I am the only one drinking tonight. So cheers to myself.
Listen,
she's drinking water.
I have water, but I also have wine. So listen, chat, you have to make me want it. Okay.
You have to make me wine. We need a Tugs rant. Clearly.
You have to make me. Jeez. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. But before we get into our topics, we have Cajun Corey for $5 says, I tell people the benefits of eating dried grapes. I'm always raising awareness. I see what you did there.
That right there makes me want to drink.
Wow. Corey, did you hear that? It's all good either way. I like a good dad joke, so.
Oh, man.
I approve of you raising awareness. Tara Crystal for 5. I've been making red pill comments on Campion's vids. I must have offended someone because I Twix DM about them. I'll keep quiet there and here now.
What does that mean? Tara, you don't drink, but somehow you're drunk texting.
I'm actually really confused. At first, I thought it was going to turn into a dad joke, but then I think you actually mean it.
What does Twix Twitter DMs mean? What does that mean?
I don't know.
What does it mean? Make it make sense.
I don't know. Oh, God. I'm being reminded. I have 2 shots for today.
Oh, that's
technically,
right.
This is a double, okay? I'm starting off strong with the double. Just not shooting it.
I don't.
Tara. Oh, I got a Twix DM about my comments, says Tara.
A Twix DM? What is a Twix DM? What does that mean? Is that a person? Who is that?
I don't know. And I'm really confused.
I need more information.
Maybe. Sorry, Tara. I wish I understood
Twitter
you more.
DM? Oh, a Twitter X/Twitter.
Oh.
Is this what the kids are calling it these days?
I feel so dumb. Love you.
Okay.
Well, we all learn something nowadays. Okay, I'm gonna keep drinking because staccato is making me drink.
Maybe it'll make sense.
I can't believe I hadn't taken all my drinks yet.
Yeah, fail.
Psychotic Mongoose says, I wonder if we'll get another super chat from Wife Chubby.
Wife Chubby.
So, okay, let me put it in the chat what I saw on Streamlabs.
I'm scared.
Which it's if you look at chat now, it's technically Wife's hubby.
Oh,
but I read
from last
Wife
night.
Chubby.
Wife Chubby. Wife Chubby.
Thank you, Wife Chubby.
Oh no.
I appreciate my wife's hubby. He's a good kid. He's a good kid, even though he's older.
He also appreciates his chubby.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. So we're gonna get started. I think we should go in light because I think the content that we are going to see later on in the evening is a bit heavy. So
that's what she said.
That is what she said. So I don't know about this. So no woman would ever walk around topless in front of their father to prove she's a real woman. Going topless to prove a point to my dad. I had to move in with my transphobic father, but I'm thankfully moving in with my mom tomorrow because I need to get back on my feet. And he said, you look like a man in women's clothing. And I had to a chest too when I was fat. I had a chest too when I was fat. I'm 145 pounds with an hourglass figure and a B cup. I'll be topless when he gets home to show him it's not just fat, as he put it. If he
Ew.
his transphobia soon, I'm going to drop him from my life, and I'm giving him a very rude wake-up call when he gets home from work. Okay, let's just talk about what this whole thing at the top is. Woman, I'm assuming.
No, man, I think.
Male to female transition.
Yeah,
guess.
that's what I'm thinking, yeah.
So trans woman, and dad is clearly I mean, there are some really funny memes lately about showing a group of women and one trans woman that is obviously a trans woman, and you're like, can't tell the difference, can you?
I'm so confused. I'm 145 pounds with an hourglass figure and a B cup. You can't have an hourglass figure and a B cup. That's not how that. I mean, I guess that I get what you're pear shaped. That's not how that works. As somebody who's a pear.
Hey, if this is a very short man to female, men tend to put weight on in their bellies.
Well, yeah. Now you're.
Whereas women in the hips.
A bing bing.
So yeah, I mean, already their biology is showing that. But I don't know. To walk around topless to prove a point to your dad just seems a little immature.
That's so weird. That's so weird.
It's so weird. Whatever. Between you and your dad, I think if you don't like it, move out, which it sounds like this person's moving out to mom's. So did he show his dad his 2 booty holes too? Wow. Well, I don't know about that. Update. He didn't even bat an eye, which somehow hurt worse than anything he could have possibly said against it. Tells me he really does see me as a man. Or it's kind of weird as a dad to go and be like, put your tits away.
I mean, that just tells me too that this person, so it's obviously a man to women transition. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So basically you're shirtless as a man. So that makes me feel better at least. And a B cup, no, you're just fat. Unless you have
I'm curious, did you get breast implants? Because if you at least got breast implants, I could maybe see that. Or I guess if they're on hormones, sometimes the fat deposits in the breasts more. But it's never like, you know, real boobas.
Man boobs. He's got moobs. Moobs. Yeah.
Go tit. Showing my dad my fat. Sorry.
Be for real, girl. Don't do that.
Girls do not do this whatsoever. I do not need to prove to anyone that I am a real woman by being topless, okay? It's so true.
I mean, this person does because they're actually a man. But yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
I don't know. I saw that and I just I giggled a little bit. Now I thought this was really cute. So this is a Japanese wedding. Once again, I pop into unhinged statements with no context. Put your tits away. I am. They're away. I promise. Now let's just see something super wholesome. So this is a Japanese wedding. Apparently, in the culture, the deepest bow, the higher the respect shown. This is a core part of the Japanese bowing etiquette known as ojiji. This man married a gymnast.
Oh,
okay, so keep that in mind.
Of course he respects her. She's bendy.
Well, likely, but I thought this was so freaking adorable what ends up happening. So
she looks beautiful.
She is beautiful.
저만이 사랑하는 쪽이 올해 빛이 고개를 숙인다고 합니다. 큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
That is so cute.
Right? I just
would be something I would do.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think it's so cute. I hope that whoever you guys end up marrying or married in relationships, so you have the utmost respect that, you know, if we were in Japanese culture, we would do things like that.
That is so cute. Honestly, that was adorable. He's just like, I'm not that bendy. Hang on. And he just face plants on the ground.
This is the next best thing I could do. God dang it. All right,
First,
now let's start the
unflexibleness.
I'm going to start the degeneracy, so I apologize. Ready? Tugs, are you ready to have a rant? I think you're going to have a rant.
I'm scared.
Before we start, it says post B-hole surgery update after taking.
Why would you say beehole? Wouldn't it be like a ghost? I would put a ghost there. That way people boo. A boo hole. Like a booty hole. Stupid.
Oh,
You're dumb. You're dumb in more than one way, ma'am.
I got
God.
it. I also would just not post about this in general, but I also wouldn't have. Okay, I wouldn't do that.
Guys, the bee
Let alone
hole.
have more than one man in at a time or
The bee hole is an exit
successively.
hole, guys. It's an exit hole.
It
Okay.
is. It's not biologically
It's an
made to have
exit
things
hole.
enter it.
Stop putting things in your bee hole. I don't even know what a bee hole is.
Butthole.
Oh,
Bee.
yeah, I guess butthole. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. So she's just showing her stretcher that looks so uncomfortable.
So I am about 36-ish hours post surgery, and we'll just say that my bum hole, I can't bend down because when I get up, it feels like everything's gonna tear down there. And I've been taking a laxative like the nurse instructed me to, and I still have not gone because I'm so afraid to push. So I'm gonna take a little more of the laxative before I go to bed. So hopefully when I wake up, I did drink a coffee to help, but
you said
I
but.
passed gas and I literally thought I was going to freaking die.
All right. I think there's a lesson learned here. I think. Quite possibly. I'm just waiting for Tugs. She's percolating.
I have no more words.
So we have seen this. The idea that OF girls are upping the ante to become viral, to market themselves. Bonnie Blue, she has done 1,000 men. First it was Lily Phillips with 100. And now there are people doing booty hole challenges, tons of men challenges. And to the point that you are medically unfit to even take a poop. Literally viral. And you don't want to have that air.
Like, it's bad for you, by the way. You have to poo. Like, you can hold your pee a little longer if you need to. But if you poo, that's how you get infections. It can build up in your intestines and then it go, and then you're dead from poop poisoning.
Well, there's things that will happen before that, but let's just say that I have seen a catheter for someone's butt. It's not nice. Think about that. Did she
Her
tear?
booty hole was torn because she let people's pee-pees in it.
Yeah, 50 guys' pee-pees. And that area is not meant to have that much friction consistently for a set period of time. So the fact that Bonnie Blue, who we don't even know if she does half of these challenges. Remember when she did it, I was like, did she actually have penetration with 1,000 men, or do you count like, some of the periphery stuff as, the penetration? I don't know. And same thing with Lily Phillips. She said she went to an old folks home to have sex with old men that are just in bed. I mean, maybe that could have been seen as a thank you for your service type of thing.
Here's like, you know what I think I find amusing out of all this, because you can only laugh, is the doctors that are specializing in this surgery for whatever reason are like, they're loving life right now. They've been made fun of this whole time. Like, what reconstructive surgery did you go into, sir? And he's
General
like, booty hole. Booty hole surgery. They're making a killing. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to the booty hole surgery doctors. Well done.
And my fear is that there's going to be more girls that's going to end up like her. Her story is obviously not as viral as Bonnie Blue's. People want to make money for OF. They think, oh, I got to do these crazy antics in order to, make as much money as her. But guess what? It's a very saturated field. You're not even doing as many as her. You might need to do 2,000 at this rate if you want to stand out from the crowd. But you don't market as well as Bonnie, unfortunately. And she's a marketing genius. I don't want to give her props, but she is very good at what she does in that aspect.
Stop
and here we are.
Up your bum, please.
Yeah, please. Please.
That's an out hole, not an in hole. It's designed for a very specific reason.
It's like a belly button, an outie, not an innie.
Not an innie.
Actually,
Don't
most
stick
belly
your
buttons are
belly
innies.
button there. Ugh.
Don't get me started on the internet with people's obsessions about belly buttons either. It is a really weird obsession.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. Yeah. I just tell stories and then I find out about the dark places of the internet. And if you want to know, there was an interview with Blobs and I. Yeah.
Where?
I got DMs after that.
What? When did you do an interview with Blabs?
This was 3 years ago? When Blobs was still with BNG?
The one,
castle.
yes, the one she did. Yeah.
And
I
for
actually
those who
forgot
are
all
new
about
to the channel, let's just say she had asked the question, tell me something like people just don't know about you. And my first thought was, oh my gosh, I can't find the end of my belly button. And then people were like, I want to see that.
She has
No,
a really deep belly button.
you can't find the end. It's really weird. I don't like it. Trust me. Hard
Endless belly button. I forgot all about those interviews with Blobs.
Oh my gosh. All right. So what?
Davina's like, I found your car keys.
My car keys will not fit in my belly button. I'll give you that. Okay. I'm gonna tell you that.
You know of.
I will try just like it's look how big my key is. It's pretty big.
That's a big key.
It
Don't
is
put
a
that in your
huge
booty
key.
hole. Don't put it in your booty
Oh,
hole.
your butt will suck it up and
It will.
you
You'll
won't get
be
it back.
sucked up and you'll never get it back.
Yeah, but
Without
this
surgery.
key, actually, I just realized this is look, I found the key. But my car doesn't have a keyhole. Oh, well, for the door.
That's for the door. Yeah.
It's for the door. Anyways, sorry, I got a little distracted. Hi, kitty. Ian so forth with 50 British pounds. Thank you so much, Ian.
Ian!
I kept my post beehole surgery to myself until now. I didn't put it on the internet for everyone to laugh about until now. That's between me and 17 sailors and poor choices.
In the Navy, where we can sail the 7 seas. In the
Ian's
Navy,
butthole.
where you get holes full of peepees full of
Ew!
holes full of
Holes full of
peepees in
peepees.
the Navy, where you something. I don't know. I know the trauma.
Yeah.
The dog wants to be your friend.
Well, Ian, as long as you're healed by Egypt, I think we're good. You can have any type of booty hole as long as it's not leaking.
Yeah,
Egypt.
especially because the Egyptian food might not settle right in your tummy and you're going to want to have to poop.
Yep. Ooh. Nightmare for $2 says, I guess those guys erect them. Well, technically, yes. You know how people will say, I'm going to tear that, beehole up. Yeah, that might have happened to this chick. Anyways.
Navy.
So.
Oh, God.
Oh, Hokies. You snuck in here before, yeah. Hokies for $5. Never show your keys on photos or video. People can use it to make a key. Well, guess what? My car doesn't actually take a key.
It takes the power of her belly button.
Yeah.
And
but thank you, Hokies. Cheers. It's too late. Staccato, thank you for the 50.
A 50! You
Another
guys are forcing me to have a glass of wine right now.
Yeah, you might have to. At least one.
Try to be good. You're chunky. It's fine. We got it. It's gonna be fine.
I'm gonna have a bit more cardio tomorrow, just to say the least. Staccato DDS for $50. Is it the Chinese in Shui that makes you crave to see her again an hour after a live stream ends? Or did you mean, is it the Chinese in Shu that makes you crave to see her again? What?
He's comparing you to Chinese food where you eat it and you're full, but then you're hungry like an hour later. Although I've never experienced that with Chinese food. That's sushi for me, but yeah.
That went totally over my head. Holy crap, I'm so sorry, Staccato. I don't know.
What are you doing,
I have a
Minty?
lot of VODs, which, by the way, I'm going to promo this because I'm excited. So if you go to my Twitter post, my last one, we're putting morning roasts on podcasts. We have it on Apple, Amazon, and Spotify. And you can listen to the audio version, which I actually listened to the full thing prior to coming on here. And it sounds so crisp and nice. I'm digging it.
Oh, dang.
I'm digging it.
I haven't listened yet, but yeah, I gotta go follow it on Spotify. I don't have the other two, but I have
Yeah.
Spotify.
I just thought it would be a nice alternative because you know how like YouTube has ads that you can't skip? At least this has ads you can skip if you want.
Yep.
Like the 15 seconds ahead or 30 seconds ahead.
We're podcasters now.
We're officially podcasters. And if you have YouTube music, you can search it up as a podcast on that side of it as well. So I made sure. Thank you, Staccato. Davina is right here. X-Ray Girl has no MSG. There you go. So you won't be craving me after you see me.
Oh,
that sounds
God.
weird to say out loud. Let's not
That
do that
is,
again.
yeah, it's getting weird. It's getting weird.
A little weird. Mate for 5 says, at what point do we rename the Thursday morning show to Morning Hangovers when Dan's not there? Realistically, he's thinking, well, he's been hungover once, and the poor fella. That's his fault, though. We told him, stop. Don't do anymore.
We got to get him drunk again. I want
It'll take a
to
long
see
time.
it now.
It'll take a long time. So, all right. This is an interesting dating strategy that I came upon. And I think that could work because there's a type of verification with it. So apparently girls have to go steal lunch orders now. You'll see why. It's not just stealing.
The dating scene is getting so bad in New York City that I am seeing on TikTok, there are girls going into Midtown during the week and stealing Finance Bros salads for lunch. And then looking their name up from the salad order on LinkedIn and then messaging them through there and being like, hey, oh my God, so sorry, I grabbed your salad. Like, let me just make it up to you and buy you a new one. And that's how they're like sliding in, which honestly, smart. Why are we stealing men's salads? Like, why can't they just come up to us at a bar? Like, why is it getting to this point?
So I think it's a great way to do that. Now, mind you, stealing, not a good idea. I think you should just reach for the salad, walk away and then like, oh crap, and then call out a person's name and be like, hey, are you this person?
Like, why
salad.
would you look them up on LinkedIn? Like, that's so
that
weird.
Takes too much time. But I can see why some girls want to do that because vetting for healthy Midtown area, I guess that's like a well-off work area. I have no idea.
I think that's where Wall Street is, but I don't know for sure.
I don't know.
Here's the thing though too. Remember back in the day where you would grab the wrong coffee? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Like that, right?
And you write your phone number on it. Like, call me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hello.
Why don't we do that?
That instead. What are you talking about? Oh my God.
Let's just see what she has to say in the next part because I think that also is a very important part too.
Men, just please step up or your salad's gonna fucking get taken. Your lunch is gonna get taken every week. Like, I'm seeing girls get so creative these days. Like, they're making bracelets with their phone numbers on them and giving them to you guys at the bars. They are taking pictures of you sneakily and then being like, hey, oh my God, making it their phone screen and being like, hey, can you take a picture of me and my friends so you can see that your picture is their home screen?
That's creepy and stalkerish. Don't do that.
That's creepy. Why would you? What does that do?
That is so weird. So weird.
Anyway. All just different ways to try to talk to you guys because you guys don't come up to us in New York City. And it's crazy. Like, I know there's so many beautiful women. Like, just go up to one of them. Buy them a drink. You guys have money. You live in the city. You can buy a drink. Stop being cheapos.
All right. So there are a few things that kind of have reduced the amount of men. And this is maybe just not a New York thing. Maybe more so an American thing. Hashtag Me Too has ruined a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, you looked at me. You're like, you're not getting my consent to look at me. Oh my God, you asked me out? That's harassment.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here's the thing though, too, though. The finance guys are not just going to go, I mean, for a one night stand maybe, but they're not just going to go out to the bars and like hit up girls for dating or whatever. One, they don't have the time. I don't know if anybody knows this, but especially if they're a Wall Street guy, you're never gonna see that man. He doesn't even see himself. Like, when do you think he's got time to go to the bar?
Well, and on top of that, buying a girl a drink, there's so many people who just take advantage of it monetarily.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I've seen this. You buy a girl a drink, she walks, grabs the drink, gives it to her friend. Excuse me, that's for you. That's for you. And now Ian brings up the next point I was going to get to, Ian. With 50 British pounds. Thank you so much, Ian. Says, I'm not trying to sound manosphere, but feminism did this. And guess what?
Manosphere is the answer to feminism. They're the same thing, which is so sad.
And at the beginning, we even said, this manosphere red pill stuff actually sounds like it's real. But then you end up getting the really far side of it where it's just whine, 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 complain, 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 woman bad, woman bad, woman bad, which is basically what we hear with feminism. Whine, 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 complain, complain, man, horrible, bad, all this. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man. And we see the same thing on the opposite side. So the divide between men and women have become even greater. The fact that women have to do, I think bracelets with your phone number is a little silly. If you want to talk to a dude, go talk to a dude. If a guy wants to talk to
I know.
you,
Out of the two genders, women have the advantage that way. Although the bracelet is kind of clever. Like especially if you're in a crowded place where it's loud, you just like, here's a little friendship, like that'd be cute. It's kind of cute. It's a little childish, but it's kind of cute. I mean, like especially if you're at like something like EDC, for instance, that's a great idea. That's their whole shtick out there is the friendship bracelets and the whatever, and that would be kind of fun. But we have the advantage there. We always have been.
We have a lot of power, more than you would think.
Don't say hi.
Yeah, you could just say hi, and a man might just like fall to the ground, But it's not as easy for men, and with so much pressure of making sure you're making a woman feel comfortable, that you're not harassing them. Even things that are wouldn't be considered harassment is considered harassment. It's hard for a person to step out of the way because guess what? You could end up in jail. I'm sorry, I don't want to ask a woman out and end up being in jail. Hell no.
I know. It just is like we have the advantage. It's time, ladies. You guys wanted to be the ones that
wear the
approach.
pants.
Now's the time to do it.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Yeah. Gosh,
but have at it, ladies. Oh my gosh, we've made so
I've
much
said
money.
this. If and when I start dating and putting myself out there, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna steal salads. Duh.
No, that's too much work. It's too much work. I'm not gonna steal a salad to try to get a date via LinkedIn. That is so freaking strange. But I mean, we'll see. I'll tell you guys my dating strategies if we ever get there. If we ever get there, that could be a fun segment. I could be like the how old Call Her Daddy was, but like not the explicit sexual encounters, because that won't happen.
Wow, I leave for 2 seconds to get a little glass of wine, and now we're talking about explicit sexual.
No. I was saying, like, if I ever like start like dating, I could tell about my stories, like Call Her Daddy did back when they were dating, like the two girls.
Oh,
like it would just not be as explicit with their sexual encounters. Like I'm not going to talk
those
about
girls are.
girls with other girls, but I'm not going to tell people online that. That's
oh my gosh,
crazy.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for all the money, you mad lads.
Thanks, mate. You're so sweet. Cheers. Oh,
It is starting to turn.
Yes. Staccato DDS for $10 says, not much of a salad guy, but what kind of salad would a girl like? Two can play at this game. Maybe put a nice perfume in the bag. What? Two.
Perfume? Don't give her gifts. She's a thief.
Yeah. Okay. If I had to choose a salad, what salad would I like? I like blue cheese steak salad. Those are just perfect for me. I know. I'm weird.
Well, you had
But I
me
like
at
steak though. I
You
don't like
lost me at
cheese.
blue cheese.
Blue cheese
I
with
usually
steak tastes good. Shush you.
I usually just do, and when I make mine at home, honestly, it depends. I usually don't get salads when I'm out because they're so expensive for what they are. Like, settle your tits. But when I make them at home, if I do lettuce, it's usually baby spinach, and I'll do either chicken or steak thinly sliced, or shrimp salad with some avocado and
I do like
jalapenos, or
shrimp.
yeah.
Shrimp and
Not blue
steak are the
cheese.
best proteins, I think, to be honest.
Yeah.
As for the perfume, just make sure the girl doesn't have expensive taste, because
Okay.
if a guy had to buy me perfume, you're not gonna like me.
No, and I don't wear perfume, so I don't even know. Like a Bath and Body Works spray that's a coconut smell, maybe. Like,
I can't with that. But I do like the Bath and Body Works candles and car vents. Those are like my favorite part about that store.
yeah.
Those two. Oh,
I love
and
their
the
body-
hand soaps. The hand soaps.
Yeah, I love their
smell-
lotions. I love natural
lotion's not
lotions
strong
too, but
enough for me.
there's just something about a Bath and Body Works lotion. And I love the beachy smells.
It's too light.
So.
It's too light for me. What I'm
Really?
doing right now, so I have my Aveeno lotion over here, which is like a nice light lotion, unscented. But I got from when I was in Mexico, it's like a chocolate oil. So you like mix the chocolate with the oil and it smells like a dessert. And it's like the best hydration for my skin ever.
Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't need deodorant or perfumes usually, but that's an Asian thing.
That is an Asian thing.
Yeah, I don't have the
species.
body odor.
Actually,
all.
I actually firmly believe, with the exception of cultures that have stinkier foods, like curry and whatnot. Okay,
That
you're
also
gonna have a
affects your smell too, though, when you
That's
sweat.
yeah. With the exception of that, I don't believe that most people necessarily need deodorant. Now we do, but I think that we don't technically, but because our food is so bad and we're not healthy and everything's all messed up in our bodies just as a species now, that now we need to, because we're stinking. Because we're
Maybe.
rotting from the inside out. Slowly
Chat,
but surely.
do you guys have body odor? If you do, let me know. I kind of just want to, as a curiosity, because that's always been a weird thing to me. Like, I actually never really smelled body odor until I accidentally put one of my coworker shirts on. Yeah, that was a smell. It was a smell. Yeah. That's what I learned.
Nighters,
and apparently I've been choosing, people who have like to be around me, people who just naturally smell good. So I don't know if that's like a thing.
So I don't know, like it would be interesting to see if anybody has ever done a study on people who are like carnivore or on a healthier diet that don't eat processed things, not necessarily carnivore, but they don't eat processed sugar, they don't eat processed foods, and see like do a thing to where they don't wear deodorant, and comparative to people that are on and they don't. And I bet there's a difference. I bet you there is. Also, emo, completely agree. They also need to
people
shower.
Who go to cons are gamers who might not be the healthiest. And it's sweaty and hot and we're close together. It's a thing. Guys. I remember when Gary told me that and I was like, you're right. I don't believe you.
It's a thing.
Oh boy, was I wrong.
Yeah. Well, you are not a window. So can you like get down, please?
The tail keeps going in your face.
Go away. Thank you. Love
you. Nightmare for $2 says, ladies, please stalk me. But I eat Taco Bell, not salad.
I mean, Taco Bell's fine. I like Del Taco better.
Not all the time, though. I know. I eat very simply. Like today, I had. What did I have? I had chicken. I had lettuce.
That's a salad right there.
What else did I have for breakfast? I had leftover Jamaican so that I could go running. So it was like mostly jerk chicken with a little bit of rice.
Yum.
So
yummy.
That was leftovers. So Staccato with another $10 says, what's your favorite perfume? Vanilla tobacco. So my favorite perfume, okay, let me find it. I don't remember the name of it. And every time I show it, people get very what's the word for it? They're like,
Defensive.
oh. So I bought this when I was in the UK after I had bought my brother's whiskeys, and he likes expensive whiskeys. So they gave me a coupon. So remember, this is all, duty free with a coupon, and I didn't buy a full price.
Duty and booty free.
Booty free. And so, is this the one here? I don't remember. Keep talking, Tugs, while I find this one for.
We've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. There
Oh,
they
okay,
are,
here.
standing
I
in a
found
row.
it. Oh my god. So this is the one I like. Changing constants.
That's
It
a cool
is
thing.
cardamom, salted butter, caramel, and tobacco. And I love the bottle. Their bottles are absolutely gorgeous.
That is a cool bottle. And that's for women? Oh yeah, it is.
Women or men. I think men depends, but like, look at the different bottles that they have. They're so freaking cool.
That is cool.
Like each scent has like a different like type of bottle, and then the topper, and then decoration, and it makes me want to collect them, but I just can't afford to collect them.
Not at those prices. Good lord.
No, and these are British pounds, so I know Canadians like 1 point something exchange rate for that.
That's crazy.
That's yeah. oh dear.
Oh dear. Looks like a pagan cult.
Yeah. Like I said, I got it at a very deeply discounted rate. It's not like I got it full price, okay? This is
so when she runs out of the bottle, she's gonna be on OnlyFans.
Oh my god.
Her duty free will no longer be booty free.
Oh my god. No surgery required for that though, at the very least. Ooh, all right. So let's go to the main event.
I assume we have to.
Yeah. Okay. So Tugs shared this with me, and we can talk about this. Good morning. This is from Lauren Southern, who is a YouTuber. If you've known her, she does a lot of political content. She's a Canadian girl who has had a lot of fame and probably infamy for her takes and also her appearances online. She also made a documentary, and I believe she's more into like the media aspect and wanted to have a media company essentially. And you'll get that from the book. So she posted a tweet. Says, "Good morning. Time to pour gasoline on what's left of my reputation and strike the match. All for a cause I should have committed a long time ago. The truth. This is not real life. Is a memoir about the total unfiltered chaos behind the scenes of my time in media." And yada, yada, yada. So a lot of the stuff from it is going to be her. And I don't know if anyone's followed her in chat. I don't know. But she seems to have put herself in a lot of difficult situations. From my understanding. She's been banned from countries. That's how bad it is. Okay. So anyways, if you're someone I met along the way, you're thinking, wait, am I in this book? Relax. Unless you committed a crime or did something genuinely insane, you're probably fine. If anything, I'm the one under the microscope. I still have no idea how much trouble I'll be with the government, let alone everyone else, for publishing this. I guess we'll find out. No, I won't be doing interviews. Don't ask. I wrote this book to claw my way back to reality. I hope it helps you do the same. With nothing but love, Lauren. So she links her book in the tweet, which if you're interested, I would maybe recommend buying it. It's a pretty short book, 245 pages.
I have no idea. I just saw the free chapters.
Yeah. So anyways, she also posts underneath this, I've decided to publish a few chapters of the book for free as I did not write them to profit off their contents. I wrote them because they are part of my story and they are true. So before I even jump into that, the chapters involve Andrew Tate and the interactions that they had. And now Tugs, who actually read all the chapters because I didn't have the heart to read them, and not because I was not interested in it, but I don't like salacious things like that. And I kind of appreciate the fact that she is actually not trying to profit off this part. And if this is a marketing ploy, it is very smart. But also, I like that she's not trying to make money off of at least this aspect. People can say what they want on this, but this part is enough to get people talking. And I mean, the initial tweet was 1.4 million impressions, which is a lot of impressions, 4.4K likes, 1.1K responses. So I'm going to let Tugs just talk about what she read in those chapters, because I read the first part. It was, wanting to meet him and to create a media company.
Yeah, that's basically, they're long chapters too, so I kind of skimmed a lot, but the super short version is they went to Romania to meet up with the Tates and a couple of other people, and they have some guy named Donnie that she mentions. I have no idea who that is. Some guy named Donnie. And they have a meeting and everything goes well, and then her partner, whoever he was, Tommy Robinson, is like, hey, they reach out to me, they want to hang out with you more, about this deal or whatever, and they want to do a business meeting with just you. And she says in her chapter, she's like, looking back, I'm like, what the freak was that? I'm dumb as hell. Like, what?
She's
Really
22 or something at the time.
Yeah,
right?
This is 7 years ago. So they go out, they meet up, and then the Tates are like, it's boring here, let's go to a club. And she's like, hey, what about like Tommy and the rest of the gang? Like, I'm not really comfortable. No, I already texted them, like, you're gonna meet us there. Spoilers, they never meet them there. While they're at the club, she says she has like 2 drinks and like 1 shot. And she basically describes feelings of what you would be if you were drugged or completely schmammered. Just feeling tired. She laid down on the couch in the club at one point and was like, what the heck is going on? And whatever. She also mentions that she and Donnie, when she started feeling looser, feeling like this, Donnie kind of recognized, she's like, I'll never forget, he looked at me and was like, oh, okay. And so he decided to trust her, whoever this Donnie guy is. And they were talking about how the cops are on their payroll. And he says, like, basically word for word, we can do whatever we want and they won't touch us. They're not going to touch us. We own them, whatever. And she was like, well, that's kind of weird. So she's not feeling very good. She's very drunk, which she shouldn't be off of 2 drinks, kind of thing. And her friends never show up. Tommy and them never show up. And Andrew Tate takes her back to his hotel. He's like, oh, you can sleep there, sleep it off here until we get a hold of a Tommy or whatever, blah, blah. And then basically he grapes her, chokes her out. The same old story that we've heard from a bunch of women at this point, where he chokes her out, and we can figure the rest out, which is awful.
For me, I think I read up to the point of like when she's like looking at it now, like seeing the red flags, but at the time, I was thinking, oh my God, I'm pushing forward my media company. I wanted to get this and get this deal, and seeing that kind of inhibition on her aspect, I kind of understand, especially at 22 years old. You were bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. You were excited about doing something that pushes forward this exciting project that you've been excited about for forever. And if this is the capital that you need, you're like, I can solo this. But guess what? As a woman traveling to any different country, which I've done, it's not easy, but you gotta keep safe. And guess what? I buy my own drinks for a reason. I do not ever just accept a drink unless it's from a friend.
Yeah. So here's where I was kind of skimming as to see if I can find it. So it says, despite only having 1 shot and still working on her vodka soda, which elite vodka soda with lime, that's my favorite too. I found myself feeling surprisingly intoxicated. Usually only beer hit me this quickly, which Bubbles, that does that to people sometimes. I paid it no mind as I was fast distracted with conversation. Maybe it was the vibe of the club or just the fact that I was coming off as a stereotypically fun, carefree blonde, but Donnie, whoever this Donnie guy is, who had been friendly enough as we bantered about politics and online culture, suddenly seemed to take my relaxed demeanor as a green light. Either way, or his tone shifted and it was far more candid now. Yelling over the music, this part I was like, he literally just says this, which there's been rumors about this forever. This is all lining up with everything that has come out about the Tate brothers, but whatever. Yelling over the music, not yet drunk, he launched into an explanation of their entire operation, a series of pump and dump crypto schemes ranking in millions. He didn't even try to hide it. It was all basically illegal and something they could not pull off in the US, which Andrew Tate is on record several times talking about the reason he moved to Romania is because their laws are so lax. You can do whatever you want there, basically, especially if you have money. He says, quote, "We've got the police wrapped around our fingers here." Andrew had said almost the same thing at the compound during our initial meeting, but I brushed it off as some cheeky over-the-top bravado. Donnie went on to say, quote, "An inside guy, we can do whatever we want, and they can't do shit. And even if they do come after us, we'll just shut down shop, take the money, and run to another Eastern European shithole. I'm getting close to that point now. We'll cash out and disappear." So like at this point, she's like, okay, these guys are supposed to be investors for whatever it was they went there to be
That
investors
sounds
for.
so
Like,
sketchy.
this is not okay, whatever. And she's already feeling whatever is going on with these drinks. So I don't know. I don't go to Romania. I know Russian vodka, like straight from the source, is super strong, and a lot of Americans like get shit faced off of it. We're not realizing. So I don't know about that part, but she basically does what she describes is basically like you've been drugged or you've been completely severely intoxicated and you're like, whoa. And she talks about like she falls asleep or whatever. So they, like I said, takes her back to the hotel. And then of course she kind of texts him later and is like, that wasn't okay, what you did. And he's like, well, you can just let it go because it is what it is. Like, sorry about that. Sorry, I let you think that I'm a bad person or whatever. Kind of brush it off. And that was that. And that was 7 years ago. And it's just really sad.
Honestly, I don't know what the truth is, whether she actually experienced that. I mean, we have a lot of women saying Tate did that to them too, which is still unsettling in that aspect. And he is a very, we watched that episode with Body Blue and him, and he is charming at times. But is that a veil of who he is? I don't know. And I don't want to make a judgment. Will I ever hang out with him? Hell no.
Oh, heck no. If he's in the same room, if he walks by me on the street, I'm pepper spraying him in the face. You leave me alone. You get a 6 feet, sir. Absolutely not. And here's the thing, though, too. Is like people are like, well, this is you. She knew what she was getting into with Andrew Tate. This was 8 years ago, 7.5, almost 8 years ago. Nobody knew who freaking Andrew Tate was. It's not like now, right, where everybody knows who this man is and what kind of a person he may or may not be. And the rumors. It was almost 8 years ago where nobody knew who this man was. He wasn't famous. He was doing his stupid little illegal webcam business, which is raising quite a bit of questions now on the girls and their underage and all this stuff, right? So nobody knew who this man was. He was just some prick with money. So it's not like she saw everything and was like, oh, I'm going to take this man. You know what I mean? I mean, now, well, that's what you get for hanging out with Andrew Tate. That he's kind of an asshole, right? It's kind of like, oh, well, you were killed by Ted Bundy. Well, we all knew that guy. That like now, sure. But 8 years ago, nobody knew who this man was. So it's like.
And let's just say I remember watching or hearing about something about Lauren when she used to, and I saw that Holocron said that in the chat. I think it was Holocron. Pardon me if it wasn't, but she used to couch surf when she went to places, and she didn't know that sometimes when it's someone who's a fan of your work and you couch surf, and there might be an expectation of wanting something else on top of that.
Yeah.
I think I can forgive that 18 to 25 even innocence of that, and I don't know if it was that, and if it is, then that sucks.
I mean, couch
that
surfing
happened.
was so popular. I don't know how much
it was, and kind of still is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's right. It's definitely dangerous. I never did it but I had cops in the family, but people were doing that all the time. We had people in our own, like when I went to college at UNR that were couch surfing, that would pop in and like, hey, I'm coming in for a couple days and make couch surf or whatever as their whatever. That was a thing in the early to mid 2000s, for some whatever reason. Anyway, it's died off, thank God. But yeah, not dangerous. But and the thing about these chapters
website
too
for couch surfing. I remember that.
Yeah. And the thing about these chapters too is if anybody cares to read them, like I said, they are long. But she admits Like, listen, I'm dumb. I've done a lot of stupid shit. Okay. I've done this. I've said this, whatever. Like, she full on talks about all that stuff that everybody's always ripping her apart for. She's like, I know. I did or said or whatever, blah, 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 whatever. So she's not, be like, I'm a victim here and I do nothing wrong ever. She's not doing any of that. She's just like, this is what happened. This is what's going on. And now, and she does say at some point, she's like, now that all this stuff has come out over the last, couple years or so about, and she's like, the pattern is patterning. She goes, and now it's like, I should have said something, but who was going to believe her? Nobody. It was like,
and it's timing too, because I mean, we're in the post #MeToo era where people are questioning it, and it sucks if she is actually a victim. The people like Amber Heard effed it over for her.
Yeah.
Or similar to Amber Heard, where they were trying to use it for their own personal gain. And guess what? Buyer's regret is not a reason to accuse anyone for that. Okay? Yeah. I'm standing with you guys in that aspect. And I don't know. This is definitely a he said, she said situation. And probably, I'm not religious, but God is the only person that knows the truth between these two.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, unless there's a way to find out, which I doubt 8 years later, but
I doubt there's no way, because unless there was a camera on them from club to incident, like you won't find it. So
yeah.
So
and of course he's online running his mouth. Like he
he is. So let's show this. So
a really weird response.
So AF post in the new expose, Lauren Southern alleges that Andrew Tate drugged and raped her in a hotel room. And then he goes underneath 5,000 retweets. I'll release the texts of her begging for money for a company and begging to see me again. This part, I'm going to choose to say that is definitely real. Regardless of what happened, I can see her being like, if that's what happened, I will be happy as long as I get what I had wanted in the beginning. This next part, I'm not sure what it is, and maybe when or if these are released, then I can make a judgment on that. But I can see this part being for real. This is
here's my thing. What a weird response. 5,000 retweets and all. You're engagement farming now. What do you need to engagement farm for? He
makes money on Twitter. Let's just be fair. He makes money on Twitter.
The man is horrible. I hate this man.
I mean, he's at 1 million, and look, 5,000. So retweeted 5,000. Done.
Did he do it? Did he keep his mouth in his money or whatever?
My entire online brand is just guys who, okay. Nope. Oh, here. Statement on behalf of Andrew Tate. Let's read this. By Joseph D. McBride, Esquire. So, lawyer. Andrew Tate unequivocally repudiates the pathetic filth peddled by Lauren Southern in her pitiable tome, This Is Not a Real Life, a washed up nobody loser memoir, if there ever was one. Wow, this does not sound like a lawyer. But in any case, maybe YouTuber lawyer. No evidence supports her claims. The so-called free chapter release is nothing but an evil marketing ploy, which we talked about. It could be a marketing ploy. A sensational teaser engineered to propel sales of her books by parasitizing.
Well, here's the thing. So yes and no, right? So yes, but also in the beginning of it, there's a whole introduction. I don't know if you read this part, but there's a whole introduction into the chapters that is like, I'm releasing these for free because I don't want to make money off of these chapters. Yes, they're in the book and they're going to make money just because blah, blah, blah. I want my story. I want this story out, blah, blah, blah. She's like, if you're reading these chapters or you read these chapters and then you're wanting to buy my book because you want to find out more juicy detail, this is literally it. It's the 3 chapters. She's like, I don't talk about him ever fucking again. I don't talk about him fucking before this. I don't talk about it at all. It's these chapters, period. So if you're only going to buy my book to hope for more tea regarding Andrew Tate, you're not getting it. This is it, kind of thing. And she is very open and honest about it. Of course, I'm only taking her at face value, but she's very open and honest about that. So to prevent people from being like, I'm going to buy this. I mean, whether or not people are do it, you can't control people. But
that's the salacious part that you all wanted.
Yeah, this is the salacious part. This is the most salacious this gets. This is the only thing I'm going to say about it. Now shut up. Like that's it. Period. The end. Kind of thing. So, yeah.
So Southern is a faded relic, destitute and desperate, scavenging the scraps of relevance and revenue from Andrew's renown. We've witnessed this wretched ploy countless times, stale, insipid, and utterly contemptible. These are very intense adverbs. We shall pursue Southern relentlessly for defamation. Her abject lack of proof and shattered credibility will seal our inevitable truth. It's going to be interesting because this is going to be international law, as I believe Lauren Southern lives in Canada, and I assume Andrew Tate is still in Romania? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Anyways. Yet this assault and its ilk threaten every man breathing. They targeted Trump, then Tate. Mark my words, you're in the crosshairs next. I don't think Trump was he accused of rape? I don't remember.
The stripper.
The stripper, yes.
She was Sony Sunshine, whatever her name was.
But Tate has had multiple accusations at this rate of this. Trump had one. I'll give him that. Men, this is the playbook to destroy your life. Turn consensual sex into non-consensual via retroactive accusations, weaponized for extortion, lawsuits, and payouts. No man, husband, father, or son is safe from this venom, where mutual encounters become traps for financial ruin. This is a clarion call to men everywhere. The war rages with false accusations, weaponized to shatter lives, twisting consensual bonds into extortion snares. Everything is on the line. Rise now, demand proof, unmask the deceivers, forge unity in courts of law and public opinion, fight with unyielding truth, or forfeit all. Everything is on the line. I mean, those are some heavy accusations. Whether it's true or not, I guess time will tell at this rate.
I find it so interesting that, yes, while women obviously do false accusations, yes, but also sometimes men are rapists. And nobody's gonna argue for it harder that this is the fall of society. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the Matrix, than somebody who is guilty of everything he's being accused of but has the money to run his mouth with giant words. Anyway, I'm just saying.
I mean,
the fact that people believe this man so wholeheartedly, instead of being like, it's kind of weird that all this stuff is coming out. Maybe we should look into this more. Nope. Everybody's like, nope. Andrew Tate's the best thing that's ever happened. We can only believe his word. He's not lying. Everybody else is, because fuck these bitches. I'm sorry. What? No, I'm so done.
I'm trying to see, and his timeline, it doesn't actually show anything at this point in time of revealing these texts. Now, this could be a tomorrow thing, and we'll find out maybe next week, but nothing as of right now, because we're at 7.4K, if I remember correctly. It was definitely 7K. I don't think we're going to find out about it today, unfortunately, but I'm kind of curious to see what ends up happening. I'm going to be a viewer. I don't know who to believe. This is a he said, she said business. Yeah. And guess what? These types of accusations, unfortunately, nothing really comes of it, which is also why I think a lot of rape victims in general do not want to come forward, because there's very little evidence. Because at the time, a lot of them don't know what to do. They don't go to hospitals to get that rape victim kit and assessment. Mm-hmm. And after that, what evidence is there? None. If there is any at all.
Yeah.
So J-Red, some men's are pieces of crap, but some women are too.
And that's the thing is, like, yes, on both sides. But we've gotten to a point in society now where men are never a piece of crap anymore. And it's always the women are the only ones that are pieces of crap. And it's like, no, sometimes men are just nasty. Like, sometimes, yes, there are men out there that want to do nothing but hurt women. They are out there. And unfortunately, they have YouTube channels now. Ugh.
And he is a very enigmatic man. I can see why he is popular. He is charming, you know? And a lot of people follow charming human beings. And
Mhm.
guess what? He's created an empire and he is rich, even if he was bankrupt at one point because of his lawyer fees.
Yeah. Good. Bye. Go be poor. Maybe you'll remember what it's like. Whatever. I can't stand this.
But in any case, I don't know what to believe. I'm going to just wait for more information to come out if it even comes out at all. We'll see. Ian's like he's not charming at
I
all.
don't find him charming either. I do not find him charming.
But it's not that I find him charming, but I can see why people follow him. And
Yeah.
he charms other people. I don't have to find him charming regardless. It's like how Bonnie Blue, when she turns on that business-minded part of her, she is actually like super smart. Even though she wants to seem like a bimbo. But guess what? She's successful for a reason. So
Yeah.
I'm not knocking it, you know. I'll still call her a couple of names. But I will still call her smart and a great marketing genius because she deserves that. But anyways, Nightmare for $5 says Destiny, Paul, Joseph, Watson, Tate, her fed boy baby daddy. What? She's had enough of these situations. I'm skeptical and I don't even like Tate. Now, I don't know about Destiny if that's real. I don't know who Paul Joseph Watson is. Her fed boy daddy, baby daddy, the Australian guy, I believe, or New Zealand. Sorry, I'm mixing them up probably. Because I don't really know about him because obviously he is from the government. You know, I think she was just very dumb overall. She might have seemed smart in a lot of ways. She's very dumb personally.
Yeah.
I've seen that a lot of times. So another we will see. Because guess what? Her fed boy baby daddy, he's not making videos on why the relationship didn't work out. So we're getting a one-sided story.
Mhm. Yeah.
And you know how like the idea of like his story, her story, there's truth in between.
Yeah.
Her experience might be true to her, but was it the truth? We'll never know.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Holocron says Lauren takes $15 for the paperback and published 100% of the dirt in advance. Well, exactly. That's why she did it. It's not a marketing genius for her. And that's what she says in the beginning of these free chapters. Like I was saying, is that she is like, I'm not making a profit off these chapters. I don't want to. So here they are. Here's all the dirt, all of the tea, so that you guys can read it because there's nothing else in this book. So if you want to read my book, then you actually really want to read my book, was really her point. But she's like, here's all of the dirt because it's not fair to me, not fair to his victims, his other people too, that are going around, you know, for me to profit off of this kind of thing. So
No, absolutely.
If it, you know, so that's where it's coming from. So whether that's it's marketing genius as far as like her own pocket, no. Will it make more people, especially women, be like, you know what? I can respect that. I'm going to buy your book anyway. Maybe. I have no idea. Maybe.
I mean, this is going to be a lot of good YouTube videos in the dissection of the chapter in itself, chapters in itself, because this is, and I'm curious to see if a lawyer, legalized mindset, will pick this up and talk about this. But I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be very interesting to get a legal perspective on this because obviously we're just commentators. I don't know Lauren. I don't know Tate. They both are content creators. And so they have stakes in this, regardless of how this book goes. And, you know, we will find out. I don't really know anything past that. My comments on this, I can't make an opinion until if and more stuff come out. And I feel like I'm so in the middle saying that, but I've chosen to not believe people right away on either side.
That's fine.
So
And that's
I don't know.
fair because you never know. And unfortunately, sexual assault is the one thing that is the
You
one thing that
want
is
to
the
believe it
hardest.
so
It's
bad.
the hardest to prove, and it always has been, which is why women don't come forward. Not just because like they don't get believed or anything, but I mean, look at what happened with Diddy and Epstein. Nobody is getting justice for either of those two cases. So what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Whether it's true or not, what's the point? You're not even going to go to court to be proven a liar or be proven truthful. What's the point? So it's like, it's awful. A sexual assault is awful. It's just that those kind of cases, sex crimes in general.
And I mean,
it's just awful.
you talk and hear people like talk about it, and it is one of the most pivotal things in their life, and it changes them. And I really, really, really want to believe a victim.
Yeah.
But people have subverted that, and it sucks because who hurts in the end? The victims. And that sucks for them because now we're questioning if that's a real thing.
Yeah,
and that shouldn't be a thing because we should auto believe
that
them.
way. Yeah, it's always been that way too. Everybody's always questioned it. Always has. Well, what were you wearing? Well, what were you doing? Well, you were flirting or you were doing this. None of that justifies a criminal act. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. I mean, you could be mad that she was leading him on, but
I think regardless of the situation, if someone says, and I didn't get to this part in the chapter because guess what? I was uncomfortable reading this.
Mm-hmm.
If someone says no and wants to stop in the middle of it, guess what? You should stop.
Yep. And she says that she does several times, and that's when he chokes her out. So,
well,
there's a pattern. But
I mean, like I said, waiting for more evidence at this rate.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get on to some maybe more positive news. Jason Webster for 2 Australians says, hi, vivacious extra girl and effervescent tugs. Thank you so much. That is really nice to hear after all the dark stuff we talked about. Let's talk about some more fun stuff. And I say fun meaning maybe more comical.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I know you sent me an article, and I'll read the article title. Mega husband says giving his wife orgasms, not babies, is gay sex, and we're cackling.
This is the same. Also, this is also an argument. I don't remember if we talked about this with the Tate. What is that noise? With the Tate and Bonnie Blue thing.
Andrew Tate said it in the interview with Bonnie.
Tate believes this too, so that's all really you need to know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So let's just see what this guy has to say and then make a judgment on that. And I think we're a little biased as women, maybe Tugs and I. But chat, let me know.
Yeah, I mean, you're having sex and you can't reproduce. Like, the best part about having sex is reproduction. Seriously. Like, I don't value sex because of an orgasm. I value sex because I know that I am going to reproduce and have another baby.
Maybe the orgasms aren't good enough. Kidding. Sorry.
The orgasms aren't enough. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna say this. A baby requires a man to orgasm, which is I'm gonna put on the feminist hat right now. Did it say feminist to say that like the meaning of sex is just you owing at the end?
It can be both.
It shouldn't be about that.
It can be both.
It can be both. And let's just say that I think the sex between a wife and husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you are, that type of intimacy brings you more together if you're enjoying it, both of you.
Yeah. You're also there was a study is not the right word, and it was years ago, but there was an article came out. I don't know if it was an official study or if it was something that like somebody just tried to do on their own time. I don't remember now, but like God only knows how to find it now. But if the woman is having a good time in bed, because her body is relaxed and happy and like it's doing good things
The
and she's happy in a relationship.
contractions will bring the sperm to
Yeah.
the egg.
It's easier for her to get pregnant. Like women who are struggling to get pregnant, and that stress and the stress of like doing the hormone injections and all that stuff, the minute they stop all that stuff, at least not all the time, right? But the generalization of the study was like, as soon as you stop stressing over it, that's when you get pregnant, which is why so many people when they adopt, so many couples when they adopt, they get pregnant right away because their body is like, okay, we have our kid now, we can stop stressing, we can relax. No, I can't get pregnant, I can't give birth, but I have this precious baby or this precious child, boom, pregnant. Right? If you maybe make the woman's body a little more relaxed and her mental state okay,
Yeah,
you're gonna orgasm either way. Congratulations, must be nice. As the man,
I'm excited to see what to visualize what the wife is thinking, because look at her face. She's already like, oh, at least in the still, okay, maybe not in the entire interview. Let's see what they have to say.
Pain. I mean, like, seriously though, like the best part of it's why as soon as we got together, like she's off birth control. As soon as
we got married, yeah.
As soon as we're together.
As soon as I got married, we were off birth control. So you were having sex for pleasure prior to marriage. Tell me. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Otherwise, why are you on birth control? Girl, you just outed yourself.
Because she literally outed them. As soon as we were together, I think that they should have had a caveat as soon as we were able to be intimate. Maybe.
Oh, she just snitched them out. Fake.
So what were you doing before? Getting your rocks off, but not caring about her? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know the relationship.
Oh my gosh, that's
I'm just finding out about them today.
Tweet in our messages now and be like, oh, you guys just outed yourselves.
It's like no birth control, nothing, because I'm not gonna have gay sex. And like gay sex is more than just like another man and a man. It's just like the idea of looking at sex as such a materialistic thing and just like, oh, well, like we just have an orgasm and that's fun or whatever. No, like, dude, sex is about having children. It's about having babies. Like you pump yourself full of birth control and then you have sex with your wife and like there's no purpose there except just pleasure. That's the only purpose.
Should people who are born like infertile have sex?
It depends. Listen, I am pro like people committing to celibacy for the rest of their life. I am pro like that. And if that was something that they couldn't have babies, I believe that they should have that choice there.
Well, they have the choice.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, is that what you believe is correct? Infertile people, no sex for you.
I think that it's crazy. Infertile people I don't see anybody really saying that, hey, I'm infertile, so I'm going to be celibate for the rest of my life. I'm not going to touch sex. I'm not going to have sex.
You think it's crazy people don't say that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that would be very honorable.
No gay sex with women, guys.
I mean, he didn't say it specifically. It was the podcaster interviewer that.
Oh, you caught him though. He caught him. He was like,
people who aren't having sex to procreate, it's gay sex. According to the podcast interview, which I think is a catchy title, really good job on that, by the way, that he didn't say specifically that sex with just orgasms is gay sex. But we can make the deduction based on that interview, right? People who are infertile. Is it gay sex?
No sex for you. It is gay sex because there's no babies.
And I don't know. Like, I do think, the reason people have sex, and females especially, when you have sex, there is a massive amount of oxytocin, which is the happy hormone, that comes out that bonds you and your man together. I have said this before on Poor Choices. If you have sex, you're going to fall in love with that man, regardless of what you want, because what happens down there happens in here. So, I mean, his wife literally laughed a few times in that interview. So, is she being facetious laughing or is she just admitting the truth? I don't know. And why was she on birth control at that rate? They should have been celibate.
Right?
Prior
Why
to
are you on
marriage.
birth control? I mean, maybe she didn't with him, right?
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean,
but why are you still on birth control?
she could have changed her mind about him when she got off of birth control. There's a
This
risk
girl
with that.
also just went viral again for posting talking shit about Jennifer Love Hewitt too. So here we are.
Oh,
Also, chat.
that
Here's a
too.
fun question: that girl in that video, how old do you think she is?
She looks like she's 23, 24.
How old do you guys think? You think 23, 24?
They're in their early 20s from like what I can tell. This is the original article Tug sent me. We can look at the image. They look young. How old are they, Tugs? This is Isabella and Josiah Moody.
She will be 28 this year if she hasn't already turned 28. So she's almost 30. And he is 7 years younger than she is.
I'm shocked. Shooketh.
And the rabbit hole that I fell down, because there is an entire online conspiracy Reddit QAnon situation. She has known him since he was like 14.
Oh. I mean, was she looking at him in a sexual manner at 14? I don't know.
Not falling down that part of the rabbit hole yet. Again, I had never seen this woman before. She's talking crap about Jennifer Love Hewitt in her profile picture. I was like, oh, woman, you're a pretty girl, but maybe lay off the makeup. Like, you shouldn't be talking here. And that led me down the rabbit hole. And she's pushing 30, which is fine. She's still a pretty girl. And he's 7 years younger than she is. And according to the internet, there may be a possible grooming situation there, just because she's known him with that age gap. Like, she's known him since he was like 14 or 15. So now that they're married all these years later, it's kind of an interesting thing. I'm just showing you what I found.
I'm so curious on if she had a strong influence on him or if this is his own personal idea.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll not find out, I guess, for at least a little bit here. But, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't care about the fact that he's a MAGA supporter.
21.
He's just crazy.
He just turned 21, maybe 22, depending on when his birthday is.
He's
a baby. He's barely
innocent.
old enough to drink.
He just was able
anyway,
to.
So there's a whole interesting. That's it. And that's a rabbit hole. I love my rabbit holes. I was like, oh dang. And there's a video somebody posted on Twitter of them just even last year, and he doesn't have the facial hair, although fix it. It looks terrible, and he looks like a baby.
I mean, he looks like a baby there.
So picture him without the facial hair. He looks even younger. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Between you two, I don't know if they have kids. Do they have kids, Tugs?
Yes.
Okay.
They have one, maybe two.
I don't know them. I've just learned of them
heard of this girl before either. Yeah, me neither. The rabbit hole.
It kind of is a rabbit hole.
Yes, they have one daughter. A year ago, they went viral. They posted a video, and it sounds like she's saying the N-word. This baby, she was a baby at the time, so take that as you will. But they have at least one.
All right, let's get to what you said about Jennifer Love Hewitt. So Isabella Moody from Hottie with a Body to Fridge City. Now,
same girl, by the way. Same girl we just watched, Isabella Moody. Yeah.
So, of course, we know Jennifer Love Hewitt back in the early days. Like, she was skinny mini. She's very hot. And so she came on the red carpet a while ago. And let's just see, like, a visual perspective of her. Because the photo is one thing, but I think visually, it's a different aspect. So, Agent Curry says she's hot AF. Her face has aged all of 2 years since I last saw her over a decade ago. And so, wait, how old is she now? She's 46. Okay.
She's 46. Yeah, we're like 10-ish years apart.
And I'm going to turn the volume off. So, I mean, she's a thicker girl. Do I think she's overweight?
Maybe a little.
I don't think
but-
so.
But she's also had 3 kids, and I'm pretty sure she had the 2 out of the 3 in the geriatric. The last child she had, she just had him or her in 2021, so it's only like 3 or 4 years old. And I don't newsflash for everybody. When you hit a certain threshold, it's a little harder to lose the weight.
And it's kind of that weird thing. It's like, when we saw James Bond, what's his face? His wife got eviscerated for being a bigger woman. Guess what? It honestly doesn't matter. She's happy, he's happy, they're happy. Who the F cares?
They've been together, her and her husband, I think, for quite some time too. I love her. I used to when she was younger and I was younger. People would be like, "You look like Jennifer Love Hewitt." I was like, "That's the biggest compliment ever. I wish I had her boobs."
Yeah,
but I use her face. We have the same face shape, so I use her for haircut ideas all the time. I will say, I don't like the dress on her. It doesn't look good. It doesn't fit her right. She could barely walk in it. It's not flattering in my personal opinion at all. And I don't know if this is the angle or what, but they could have put her in like almost like a 1950s style that is supposed to accentuate those kind of curves, and it would have been top notch. I miss her dark hair, but that's just
me too. I like the dark hair on her. I think it looks better. A contrast to the skin color, I guess.
Mhm.
But the opinion that matters the most is the husband's at this point.
And considering they just had a kid, I'm thinking he still likes her. So
yeah.
couple years
And
ago.
she can look whatever way she wants. If she just had a kid within even the last 2 years, year to 2 years, and she's 46,
And here's the
I'm
thing
gonna
too.
forgive her a little.
I think if I remember right, I'm gonna look it up to just double check now. But if I remember right, she's actually lost weight. Because she's on a show called 911, super cheesy, like a cheesy emergency show. All the crazy stuff happens, but she's on the show 911, and she's been on it forever. The show's been around for forever, and I remember seeing a clip of her, gosh, probably 5 years ago, maybe, which would be around the time she was pregnant. So this all is lining up now, and I was like, oh my gosh, is she okay? She's lost weight.
Yeah,
this movie,
and I
but
don't
yeah, let me see if I
think
can find it.
like I would say maybe she's on the high end of healthy weight to low end of obesity at this rate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know because I don't know how tall she is. I don't know her waist size. I don't know her BMI, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
And let's just say she does not have a belly. She doesn't.
The Spanx are spanking.
If she has Spanx
No
on,
judgment.
I don't know.
If she does, yeah.
Yeah.
Kudos. Drop the brand, ma'am.
Yeah.
Drop
Hard
the
to tell.
brand.
Hard to tell. And I've styled her in a dress made for curves, rather one made for a willow frame.
Yeah, that's
I
what
like this
they should have
dress.
put her in. I mean, maybe not like quite this, but like something like that. Like that would be really good. Not the hat or anything, but something that style that would flatter her.
I really like if she
hourglass
wore
shape more.
this. Whoo!
Yeah.
JL.
The dress did not, and you can tell like she can barely walk in it because it's like this tight fitting mermaid situation. The dress does not do her justice.
No,
Not helpful.
no. Yeah, and I like how Isabella says she's thicker than a sticker, though. She has 3 children. I'm curious to see. I get that, but there's many women who still are in shape after having multiple kids. Yes, they may have stomachs, have loose skin due to weight loss after pregnancy, but there's no reasonable excuse to justify gaining an extra 50 pounds, give or take, other than overeating and lack of exercise. I just hate how women lie to each other and claim they're just as attractive as she was in her youth. It's objectively false. Women unfortunately age much worse than men. I wish it wasn't the case, but these were the cards we were dealt with. Love your commentary on your live streams, by the way. I pop in every now and then. Adrian says, I never lied. We're all headed downhill past the age of 27, the slow walk to the grave. And now, if we're right
we are
here,
reminded on the internet every single time. Oh my God, Adrian.
Isabella is 28. So she's getting over that peak if we're talking
you're
about
already
that.
old, Isabella, you witch.
And guess what? She is double your age, Isabella.
And she looks better than
Good luck. Good luck when you hit 40 somethings, if that's the case, and have a child close to that age. But
you know what? I just want to say kudos to Jennifer Love Hewitt for having a baby at the age of 44,
that's tough.
43. Like kudos, girl.
That's tough.
Kudos.
So I love how Hokie says, sounds like Disparu. I think Disparu will forgive in a certain moment if it's like post baby. I don't know how long it was since Jennifer's last baby. So
Oh, we're the same height. We're 5'2".
she's
We're
a baby.
little.
Like, she's
So, and that's the
5'2".
thing too, is like any weight gain. She does have yum-yums. I didn't mean to. God, stop it. Any weight gain when somebody we have similar shapes. She's got bigger boobs than me, but we have similar shapes. Like I love using her for haircuts. I love fashion stuff. I've been looking up to her because we have similar statures and the heart shape, like whatever. So I've been looking at her for literal years. And when you're little like me and you're shaped like me, this is most women. You gain 2 pounds and you're like, it looks like more than it actually is on you, just because we're smaller stature, we're little. Like if Anna, that Star Wars girl, were to gain, because she's so tiny, if she were to gain 10 pounds, people would be like, oh my God, she's so fat. Just because she's so little, because we're little. We're not big people. So weight looks huge on us. So she may be a little overweight. She may not be, but she's 5'2". So God only knows.
Yep. And let's just say this
though.
dress does not help her.
It does not look good on her. I don't know who thought that was a good idea.
Yeah. But if we look at just her face, she's not overweight. Not overweight. So, I mean, either way, what you make that decision yourself, chat. I think her husband should make the final decision on if she feels like she is bigger than she is. Because guess what? That's the opinion that should matter to her in the end.
And she may. We obviously we don't know her in person. Like I said, she has lost weight since last time I saw her anyway. So she was probably pregnant. And so she's working on something for whatever reason. So good for her. It's not easy, guys. Once you, and anybody that's trying to do so, especially as we get older, it gets harder and harder.
Absolutely. It does. It does.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, let's go through some of these super chats. Ian so forth for 50 British pounds. It says we got deep. No funny clips for you, Monk.
No, Mongoose. Sorry, Mongoose.
Sorry, Mongoose. I'm sure he will find one regardless if he really wanted to. Knowing
sure
him.
You could. Yeah.
Knowing him. Made for 5 says no X-ray. Never make a girl that reinforces patriarchy. Well, guess what? I love patriarchy at that rate.
You guys are not only enforcing the patriarchy, but you're also gay.
I guess.
Gay?
But as a female, I'm selfish and want, something fun out of it. Especially if I have to carry a baby for 9 months thereafter and push it out of my hoo-ha. Which is, guess what? Hoo-has are like pretty tiny. And I have to be like this big for a baby. That's big.
We women
so
go
you
through
better
so much.
give me that
We go through so much. And Isabella in that reply to Adrian Curry was like, well, women age worse. Well, yeah, because our bodies go through worse. Technically, we go through some shit. Okay. So we're gonna age a little worse for wear because we are literally worse for wear.
Yep. So give me that patriarchy. I want it. I want it bad.
I want the patriarchy, Daddy. Give it to me. Well, that was weird. There's your clip, Mongoose. You're welcome.
Staccato with the $10 says, so women have only one head. This show should be mandatory viewing for all men. No, women do think with their hoo-has too. I'm gonna tell you a secret there. Especially in your young 20s when you don't think there's consequences.
Lauren Southern.
Yeah.
Couch surfing and hanging out with Andrew Tate.
I mean, her consequences are different. I think if we think about like just OF models specifically, when we've seen people at 18, they turn 18 and they're like, oh, you have an OF page, naked photos. And then they have kids, the kids get made fun of, all the crazy stuff, it's not good. It's not good. So,
no bueno.
To each their own. I think if you and your person can make it work, which when we went to Vegas and we were on that show, Tugs and I, there was a woman with her husband and they made content together specifically and they enjoyed it from what I could tell.
Gay.
Yeah, they're definitely gay. Staccato DDS for another $50. Holy crap. What are you guys doing? Because I'm not even drinking at this rate. What's the game plan when she goes through menopause?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Well, celibacy at this rate. It's gay if they have sex, if they can't have babies.
He's gonna cheat on her, probably.
I guess. I mean, he's gonna have little baby mamas at 20 years old when he's 50. It's a good
working
thought.
for Al Pacino.
Because guess what? You're supposed to be with your one person forever. And if he is anything close to religious, he should be wanting to be with only his wife. I don't know if he's religious. He seems religious, but I don't. Who knows?
I've never heard of these people before until you sent me that tweet. And now, unfortunately, I know too much about them.
Yeah. And he didn't really answer about like a very good answer about someone who was infertile.
No fun for you guys. No making fun for you. None. Not allowed.
It kind of sucks. So, like, if you are infertile in his eyes, like, you shouldn't have sex.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I think if you're infertile and you have a husband, you should still want to be with your husband. I think it's more gay to not have sex with your husband at that rate. Right?
I can't keep track of nothing. I don't know anymore.
Maybe I'm wrong. Chat, tell me if I'm wrong. I'm very curious.
Yeah, with all these people and their hot takes. Can we nuke the internet, please? I'm so done.
Yep. Jason Webster with 5 Australians. Sex shouldn't be like replacing a player in an NBA game. Now replacing number 1 John Doe is 12. Jed North. Oh no.
Can you imagine? That's basically what Bonnie Blue does.
Yeah. Ian Selforth with 25 British pounds says literally the only unattractive thing about Jennifer Love Hewitt there is that she looks like she had face work.
Oh yeah, I think she's had a little, maybe like Botox or something. I don't know, a lip filler, something. There's a little something that's been done. It's not enough to make her face completely change. So kudos.
So I'm hearing Ian Wood.
Ian would. Ian for sure would. I think most of the chat would. I'm not even. I'm not gay, and I would.
But
That's
I
really
would.
gay.
she, you know, she is very sexy. Okay, even with her mama weight, she is sexy. And I'm not coping, chat. I think, given her age, her children, that if she comes out with that much confidence, that is a hot thing, and it's not just based on her looks. Okay, so. Jason Webster with 5 Australian. Imagine if sex was like an NHL game. There's the coach on the sideline and you're replaced for not scoring. Jason Webster, thank you so much for that good, fun joke. I greatly appreciated that. Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
Yep. Okay. Before we leave, I want to leave off with some fun tweet video, which we can talk over because I think this would be quite fun to watch. So this girl is coming from Lowe's. It was literally in the car. It was in the car. What is wrong with you? Put down the seats, push it in, you're fine. But she don't need no man.
I don't know why she needs the pallet though. Isn't it just bags of mulch? Like just throw the mulch in there. I don't understand.
Well, that's very true too.
It's arguably lighter. I mean, bags of mulch are heavy, but it's
also
arguably lighter than whatever this is.
Getting rid of the pallet would be actually a difficult thing if you weren't in the country allowed to burn stuff in your backyards.
Yeah, I have questions.
Yeah, you know, some people are not smart, and I don't think she was part of that.
Oh my lord! And of course, there's like there's never a cop around when shit like this.
Yeah. And while we're saying our goodbyes, I'm gonna put this video up. Surprising rubber hacks you never thought of. So this is condoms, of course. And I'm gonna mute this, but Tugs, what are you up to over the next couple days?
I'm scared. Tomorrow we have morning roasts.
Yes.
And then I'm offline until Sunday. What is happening? Sorry, I'm distracted.
No, it's fine. It's fine because the next part is so funny. Wait for it.
Ew.
Oh my god. Like I said, this is just weird condom hacks that I would never have thought of.
I mean, that's a stretchy condom. Kudos.
I mean, do you really need a condom for that? This might actually be a good idea.
You could do the same thing with a piece of string, though.
Absolutely. But I can't say everyone's the smartest person in the world. Okay,
anyway, so
morning
I'm
roast.
off. Yeah, morning roast tomorrow, and then I'm off streaming until Sunday. I'm so sorry. Other than that, I'm gonna be dropping some shorts, probably on YouTube, maybe of reaction videos of trailers. I have a whole backlog of trailers I need to react to, including I Know What You Did Last Summer, which literally comes out tomorrow, but it's fine. Also dropped a Superman review on my YouTube channel. If you haven't watched it yet, please go check that out if you would like. I'm trying to do more content, guys. I'm trying. Here's my problem with this, especially the food one. Like, that's latex.
Gross. There's lube on there.
Yeah, there's like sticky stuff on it. Okay, anyway.
I didn't make this video. I thought it was just really funny. It's a joke video at this rate.
Oh yeah, I love these funny videos.
Shoe protector. I'm sorry, you can buy a plastic bag for 5 cents and put that on there instead. Like, there's some really stupid condom hacks with this.
Oh, that's actually clever. I like that. For the ones that don't have like the nozzles that move, that's pretty clever. Enough with the food and the condoms. There's literal. Okay, it's
it's fine. Like I said, it's a little silly. So I have tomorrow gaming with Kara at 7 p.m. Eastern. She is done training Charlie, at least on Thursdays. So we're going to do a little earlier. We have a morning roast at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, which, by the way, guys, if you guys want to and cannot actually make it live and don't want to watch it on YouTube, guess what? We are on Spotify. We are on Amazon Podcasts and Apple Podcasts. So you just download and listen to the episodes for what it is. Unfortunately, there is no video, but I think I will try to do better, at least doing a video description for the future, as I have watched it. I also say and ah a lot, so I'm going to work on that as well.
I feel like I talk really fast. I haven't listened to it, but I feel like I talk really fast. So
no.
Probably slow down.
I think you talk at an appropriate amount of speed. Well, maybe you have to listen. We're more harder on ourselves than on others.
Fair. But we're podcasters now.
We're legit podcasters. Thank you guys so much for being here, for being part of the conversation, for the super chats, for getting me drunk because I am a little drunk. And I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish Wonder Woman 84 because I have not watched that movie and I've heard so many people talk about this. It's a very divisive movie. And I'll let you know if it's a real grape or not. In my thoughts. We'll see. We know what our people think.
Divisive superhero movie before Superman came out.
Yes. Right. Anyways. I meant to watch Superman movies, but I kind of ran through a DC hole and I realized I haven't watched most of the DC movies.
She was in the DC hole, guys.
At least it wasn't the B hole.
That's fair. Just the DC hole.
Just the DC hole. So, thank you guys. I hope you have a very good night and we will see you guys next week at the same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. And you guys have a very, very good night.
Yes. Be safe out there. Bye.